Have you ever faced a storm in your life that felt like it would never end? A tragedy, a loss, or a trial that shook you to your core? If so, the story of Noah has a powerful message of hope for you today. In Genesis 8, we continue our journey through the epic story of the Bible, and we see the floodwaters that covered the earth begin to recede. After 150 days, the ark comes to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah sends out a raven and a dove to see if the waters have subsided enough for life to flourish again. When the dove returns with a freshly plucked olive leaf, Noah knows that a new beginning is on the horizon. Finally, after a year on the ark, God tells Noah the words he has been longing to hear. Come out of the ark. Genesis 8:16. Can you imagine the joy and relief Noah must have felt in that moment? The storm was over. The danger had passed. It was time to start again. But before he does anything else, verse 20 tells us Noah built an altar to the Lord, and taking some of all the clean animals and clean birds, he sacrificed burnt offerings on it. After surviving the most catastrophic event in history, Noah's first act is one of worship. He acknowledges God as his deliverer and offers a sacrifice of gratitude for his faithfulness. What a powerful example for us. When we come through a storm, our first instinct should be to fall on our knees in worship and thanksgiving. Noah shows us that the key to embracing a new beginning is to keep God at the center, to remember that He is the one who sustains us, protects us, and gives us hope for the future. As the smoke from Noah's sacrifice rises to the sky, God makes a remarkable promise. He says, "Never again will I curse the ground because of humans, and never again will I destroy all living creatures as I have done." Genesis 8:21. The Lord establishes a covenant with Noah, his descendants, and every living creature, declaring that he will never again send a flood to destroy the earth. And what is the sign of this everlasting covenant? A rainbow in the clouds. Think about that for a moment. After the most devastating storm imaginable, God paints a reminder of His faithfulness across the sky. He takes a symbol of judgment and transforms it into a symbol of hope. And here is where the story takes a deeply personal turn for me. You see, I once had a best friend named Ken. We were jogging partners, but he was in much better shape than me. We would often run up a hill that I nicknamed Difficulty. Ken would always reach the top long before I did and yell back to encourage me. Ken was a dreamer and a planner, just like me. We would spend hours talking about our hopes of reaching the world for Christ. Then one day, I received a devastating phone call. Ken had been killed in a car accident. He was so young, so full of potential. At his funeral, I struggled with what to say to his precious wife and daughters. But as I prayed, I remembered that hill called Difficulty. It was like I could hear Ken's voice from heaven saying, "I know I've left you a tough hill to climb, but you can do it. Up the hill, over the hill, through the hill, conquer the hill. Come on, Sammy, you can do it." After the storm of Ken's death, God gave me a fresh vision for the future. I realized that we will all face hills to climb and storms to weather in this life, But by faith, we can emerge stronger on the other side with renewed purpose and a clearer perspective on what truly matters. And that brings us back to Noah. As he and his family step off the ark, God blesses them and reiterates the command he first gave to Adam: be fruitful and increase in number and fill the earth. Genesis 9:1. Even after the most severe judgment, God's plan for humanity has not changed. He still longs for the world to be filled with people who know Him, love Him, and walk with Him. That is the ultimate message of Noah's story. No matter how dark the storm or how daunting the challenge is, God is always working to bring about His purposes. When we trust Him and step out in obedience, even when it seems crazy to the world around us, He will lead us into a new beginning filled with hope and promise. So, if you're facing a storm today, fix your eyes on the God of new beginnings. Just like Noah, build your life on the firm foundation of His faithfulness. Let your first response be one of worship and gratitude, and then step into the new beginning He has for you, and step into it with confidence, knowing that His covenant of love will never fail. For after the storm, the sun will shine again. And like a rainbow painted across the clouds, His grace will light the way to a fresh start and a glorious future. So keep moving forward. There are new beginnings on the other side of every storm for those who walk by faith.